I just wanted to talk with you real quick. I am working on the first steps of making a primitive smoker, and we're going to do it. I've got 3 pieces of river cane here. I went and cut yesterday. And these were young shoots, and they're fairly green, so I think it should work pretty good. We're not going to have a real big fire, but we'll get into all the specifics of it as we go. Right now we're going to talk about latching 3 poles together, and this will work for making your smoker, or if you need to make your survival, like a debris shelter or something like that in a survival scenario. There's lots of wrong ways to do things, but there's more than one way to do a lot of things right. And this is the way I kind of do it, and it's simple enough. Piece of paracord, about yay long. And I'm not going to need a whole lot because we're not going to put a lot of weight on this. We're just going to make a little rack to hang our meat from. And you can get on any kind of videos and see all kinds of fancy knots and proper ways to wind the cord in and out and all that kind of stuff. It's not necessarily matters. So we're going to attach our cord to this one side, and I've got 2 of my poles going this way, and then this third pole is going the opposite way. And I've got about the same distance here in the middle for all 3 when we're latched together. So I'm going to tie off to this one, and I'm going to wrap this one like that, and then I'm going to wrap this one opposite way. And we're going to go again, and then we're just going to kind of pull it apart, weave it in and out of here. No particular right, no particular wrong in my book. As long as you've got it in there pretty well. And we're going to do a little more. Like I said, don't worry about the specifics, no rhyme or reason, just get a couple latchings around each one. Tie you an old granny knot. Get guys. My pug is easily confused, and he is a bit startled by the end of this bamboo right now. So we've got our 3 latched together here. All we're going to do is just lift it up now. Just like that. Bottom, even these up a little bit, get it to sit more secure. Common sense. We want these more at the same angle. I've got more of a pitch here than I do here. I want to take a little bit off of these 2, get my angles the same. Then we're going to come in from the middle and go from here to here with another smaller branch of some kind to start building our rack. And then we'll just lay our pieces across. From that, we'll take our thinly sliced meat and we'll hang it over top of the rack. It's not going to lay flat, it'll actually hang. And then we'll just slowly feed the fire. You can also use boughs from a conifer to lay on the outside if you want to get real fancy with it. Time of year matters as well. It's very hot, so you got to do things different hot weather than you do in cold weather. This is one of those things, just go and sit up in your backyard like this and practice. So I'm just bringing in some more limbs here. Different sizes. Different ones will be for different things. I've already kind of got it mapped out in my head. What we're going to do is start latching some of these in here like this. But I still need a few more. See if you guys want to go with me. You guys never really seen back here. This is where I do different things. Well, you can see there's a debris shelter that I had done. This one is about a month or 2 old, so she's dried out, but the bones are still solid. You could definitely come in and patch her up. We'll get into some of these kind of things eventually. We're just going to find us a few good poles, and like I said, I just need a couple more, and we're going to see if I can get some herbs. I can get you guys set right here. cordage in this honeysuckle vine. There's also a lot of Virginia creeper around here as well. You got to watch Virginia creeper. Some people will agitate. I've got paracord, so I'm not going to go through the trouble of making cordage, but it wouldn't be too hard. This stuff's very pliable, and well, that piece broke. But it's pretty pliable. You can definitely latch these. What we're making, you can make with this. Go through all this work, get your smoker built right, have it come out perfect, meat be nicely preserved, but you seasoned it with the wrong plant, and it's either unedible if you find out in a way that doesn't make you exceptionally sick, or it's just a huge waste of time and effort. So make sure if you're going to season, you know what you're picking to season. Lay them out. It doesn't really matter if they start to dry. Actually, we're going to lay them out, kind of spread out where they can dry. Just like that. Now once you get those in there, if you want to, you can go through and clean up these ends, cut them off. You can cut them off before you put them on there. To me, it's really not too important. Might want to take the longer ones off just so you can walk around it easier and not bump into them. That way, it's a personal preference, however you want to do it. But that's it. That's the essentials of building your TP smoker. Now we can go through, like I said, and find valves on a conifer of some kind, you know, juniper or cedar or something like that. And you cut them to where, if the branches are running down like this, you cut a notch, a hook, at one of the branches, the bigger branches, down towards the base. That way you can come in here and lay that branch like this to cover this area, however far down you want it to go. You can do that all the way around and create essentially the sides of your teepee, and that'll help trap in the heat, help trap in the smoke, most essentially, and it'll also help you with contending with insects and things like that, especially doing this in hot weather. What we're doing here is just taking the garlic mustard that we caught, and we're going to go out here and just hang it. And you see how the bend of the plant go down? That's how it's telling you to hang your boughs if you want to go that route. And we'll try to cut some in a little bit to do this with. But you can also hang herbs like this. We're just going to let them start to dry. Okay, I just created a nice little hatch pattern here, checkerboard pattern. And we're gonna lay our meat. We're gonna cut it in strips, you know, maybe this long. Could get, you know, give or take. You don't want it too much longer. and you're going to lay it over this. It's not going to lay flat. It's going to hang from this in the middle. And we're just going to put our pieces of meat inside of our little checkerboard everywhere we can. And as we need to, we can pick them up and move them around. Now you can see we're not real far from where we're going to build the fire. And we'll get to all that as we go in the video. But we're going to do all this primitively. So we're going to start the fire with the bow drill and everything. So you guys stay tuned.